We did it. You and I made it through another freak show week. It's always a freak show, and it's only going to get more freaky from here. I guarantee it. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today. So, yes, it is Friday. Another week under our belt. Lovely. We're still around. We're still doing our thing. And all in all, really, for you and I, life is pretty damn good. It's really the truth. So, yes, Friday, September 17th, 2021. Let's talk about this market, people. So stocks today, under a little bit of pressure, nothing major. Now, if you were paying attention to the mainstream outlets today, they're all concerned about the 10-year yield. Imagine my surprise. They're actually talking about something that makes sense. The 10-year yield today is doing what it did just a few weeks ago. It's banging up against the top of a range. I am not concerned about this right now. There's no uncontrolled spike here. Okay, we're just banging up against the higher end of the range. If we break out here and we start going higher rapidly, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign for the market, especially if we see the dollar gaining some strength like it did today. Okay? I promise to keep you on top of this, people. So although I believe you should follow this yourself, and I have it set up for you right here on my website, traderschoice.net, do me a favor. Just open up a new window right now real quick. traderschoice.net, enter. Go to my website and just go have a look around over there, okay? I have so much stuff set up there for you, all kinds of free downloads for you, charts and graphs, a chat room. You can follow the 10-year yield in real time, the dollar index in real time, crude oil, cryptocurrencies, gold, and silver, everything. It's right there, traderschoice.net, and I hope you take advantage of that. All right, anyway. So yes, the talk today is the 10-year yield. All right. Lovely. At least someone's paying attention to this stuff. And like I said, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned right now. Will I be concerned? Well, that remains to be seen. Let's just throw out a hypothetical here. Let's say next week we start seeing the 10-year yield break out above, let's say, 1.4, 1.41, 1.42, and keeps climbing rapidly. That's bad. Okay, that is not good. And you and I will address what action we should take at that time. All right? As I've been explaining to you lately, forget about fear. Don't allow these mind-twisting freaks to play with your brain. You understand? Remain steadfast. Always. If you panic, if you get fearful or terrified, it's over. It's over for you. You've been mind controlled, and it's simply just over. Ignore it all. Again, you and I know what to do because we know where to look. You understand? And that's how, seriously, I have kept all of you on the right side of this market for years and freaking years. It's not going to stop. Even if, hypothetically, this market begins to roll over and it's time to go, pull profits, run for the hills, maybe get short, we got that covered too. We're not going to lose. As I said earlier today, this channel, I've said this many times, is for winners. You want to win, you stay here. You want to get all scared and fearful, I don't know, maybe it gives you a little tingle up your spine, then go follow someone else. It's not me. I'm going to try to keep you as calm and collected as possible. Do I sometimes go off the deep end? Yes, I do, especially when I get really frustrated about something, but that does not affect my decisions with regard to my own portfolio, with trading, and keeping my head in the right spots with regard to the entire freak show that's going on around us. And it's just crazy. We got more stuff to talk about. So anyway, with that said, the market today, under a little pressure, nothing major. 10-year yield bumping up against the high end of its range, we're going to keep our eye on it. That's all. A dollar today that got stronger. This did put pressure again on gold and especially silver today. Cryptocurrencies flat to, again, slightly lower. Nothing major going on over there. You know what? Look at the setup today for the market, just real quick. I explained to you that you need a few things to be playing out for this market to put on gains. Number one, you need a stable 10-year yield. We're still stable, but we're at the high end of the range. With regard to the dollar, market doesn't like a strong dollar. We all know that. The fact that the dollar put on a gain today, well, relative gain based on the Dixie, market doesn't like that either. Crude oil, lower, not by much, but lower nonetheless. Was not a great setup for the market. And then, of course, you got all this fear. Now, I spent some time today, for all of you, talking to a bunch of people that I know who work at the biggest banks on Wall Street, and they are all of the same mindset as me regarding this Evergrande thing. In case you don't know, and I want you to look this up for yourself, the People's Bank of China has already started pumping billions into the financial system over there. So you could say, in a way, a bailout has already begun in a backdoor kind of way. All right, this is going to be, in my view, okay, we'll see if I'm correct here, a non-event. All right, I know a lot of you have been programmed, I think, by other YouTube channels and stuff out there who, look, I understand that there are some people out here that get a little uppity, people I respect very much, truly. I don't understand why. I'll tell you what it is. A lot of these people here are not market people. Maybe they think they are, but they're not in the market like I am constantly. They don't have the connections that I have. So with that said, I can understand why, let's say, this person or that person, gets a little panicky over something. If you're out here, flying through this crap without, a rudder and understanding what's really going on at a very deep level, sure, this can get you worked up. This can get you panicky. But at the same time, I mean, look, people, we all understand at its core here, not only is the system corrupt beyond belief, and we're going to talk more about that in a moment, but it is so twisted and distorted. What do you expect is going to happen? Do you think everything is just going to be beautiful from henceforth moving forward? I hope you don't, because you and I are setting ourselves up defensively, okay, by being in risk-off assets while we're taking advantage of the freak show stock market. I am keeping all of you hedged as much as I possibly can. I don't want you to be in any one asset. I don't want you to be all in on the stock market, all in on cryptos, or all in on gold or silver or anything else. I want you to be spread out, okay? This way, if a shock comes to the system rapidly, you don't have to worry about anything because you're already hedged. You understand? You always have to have the high ground. You always have to have the high ground in any aspect of life. All right? And that means wading through this freak show market as well. And when I say market, I'm not just talking about the stock market. I'm talking about the debt market, the dollar, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, other commodities, everything connected to it collectively. It's all a market. You understand? There's supposed to be a price discovery mechanism here, for which there is not. When you have a central bank or central banks around the world collectively rigging the debt market, suppressing rates now for over an entire decade, what happens? You get asset bubbles. You get distortions that continue to grow and get larger. So at one point, yes, this whole thing, it's literally a house of cards built on a pool of gasoline. That's the truth. And I'm talking about the market. The economy, it's already dead. It's a dead man walking. It's over. And in order to sustain the illusion that things may be okay, more and more and more debt must be piled on here. The whole debt-based system is twisted. I mean, okay, let's look back over at Evergrande here. Okay, I know everyone's fixated on that. Let me say something else about this Evergrande thing. In my opinion, it's being used as a distraction. A lot of people are getting hooked on it. Look here. Don't look over here. Let's talk about a couple of things that we just found out are going on as people are focusing on Evergrande. Well, we understand that just a few weeks ago, 2 Fed presidents were caught insider trading. Well, now it turns out, this is being reported by CNBC, look it up for yourself, it's kind of shocking to me, that not only were these 2 Fed presidents involved in insider trading, but other Fed officials, other Fed presidents, and you better sit down for this one, the Fed chair himself, yes, Jay Powell, Yellowstone, was buying assets, the same ones being bought by the Federal Reserve itself. If this isn't corruption to the highest possible order, insider trading to the highest possible order, well, I don't know what is. Now, in case you also don't know, Jay Powell, the same guy who was buying assets, buying securities, the same ones the Fed is also buying, okay, this is clearly the definition of insider trading, he's now ordering a review of ethics for the Federal Reserve. He's ordering a review on himself. How does that work? Can one of you explain that to me, please? Because you see, that's above my pay grade. How can anyone order an ethical review or any kind of a review on themselves? Well, that's what he's doing. Now, let me explain to you in case you don't know this either. You know what's going to happen? Zero. Nothing. These people are unfreaking touchable. They are the untouchables. You and me? Just for fun. What do you think would happen if you or I were caught doing something like that? Well, you let me know. So anyway, we also found out here that consumer sentiment nosedived as people are suffering trying to wade through this inflationary environment we have. Prices skyrocketing all over the place. I know, but you pay attention to Evergrande. You can't make this stuff up. But that's what's happening around here. The look here's the fake news, the propaganda, the dog shit wrapped in cat shit, sprinkled with bird crap and everything else. It's unbelievable, people. So anyway, in summary here on this lovely Friday, we got a stock market. All right, a little bit of a sell-off, 10-year yield. We must keep our eye on that. Keep your eye on it. I'll keep you on top of it, I promise, but I want you to watch it yourself right here, traderschoice.net. Take advantage of my website. It's for you. All this stuff is free. The chat room there, I pay for it. I just opened a whole bunch of rooms up, spots, because it fills up all the time. So I just had to pay to add more. Get your spot in the chat room right here and get involved with people like-minded. The people in my chat room are awesome. All right, they're all on the same page as me. All right, they're like mini Greg Mannarinos over there. I already explained to you about China and Evergrande. They're already starting a bailout here. The People's Bank of China, they're already pumping billions of dollars into the financial system. It's a non-event as far as I'm concerned, and it will remain a non-event until I see it turn into something. Right now, this is not even really news. This has been going on for quite a while. The shares of Evergrande, their stock price has plummeted in the last year. You think this is news just today? Oh, really? How about no? Anyway, but I really want to hear from you. What do you think about this? The Federal Reserve, okay? Presidents, other officials, and the chairperson himself buying securities, the same ones being bought by the Federal Reserve itself. And he's going to order a review on himself. A review on himself. People, if you don't believe that we are living in the most corrupt, upside down, backwards environment in the history of the world, there's something seriously wrong with you. All right, people, look, it's Friday. Let's try to put some of this behind us, but maybe not all, because I do want to hear from you. Bring it in. Bring it in. It's Friday. We're going to do this together. Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. People, tomorrow, I believe you're going to see the Crypto Kid. He's going to do his gold, silver, and crypto report. I'm looking forward to that. You're going to see me on Sunday for my markets and look ahead. Of course, that's going to be just lovely. It always is. I love all of you. From the heart, I mean that. Please share this stuff. Talk about this stuff. Get involved. All right, and you can do it right now. Go to the chat room right here, traderschoice.net. Start making friends and influencing people. Hey, that was the title of the book a while back. Anyway, I'm out of here.